California real estate is not crashing and it is not booming. It's doing something different altogether. Today, we want to take a look at the top 10 counties, though, where prices are falling the fastest. As always, we take a look at a 3-month period just so we can smooth out some rough spots in the data. We're going to be looking at median sale price as published by Redfin and compiled by California Housing Collective. Let's just dive right in. There are 58 counties in California. Of those 58, 31 declined over value. That means at least half the states, or a little bit over half the state, is now declining year over year in value. Is that a crash? Not really. But you're going to see some of these percentages, and it does kind of look like a crash has maybe started to happen. On the flip side, 27 have still increased in value, and we're going to go over the statewide look at the very end. But we're going to start off by taking a look also at the last month worth of data. In the last video we published on the bottom 10, we highlighted Santa Cruz. So Santa Cruz had really low inventory and an increase in home sales. And from that data, I made the remark that they're not going to be on the bottom 10 for very long. And 1 month later, they have dropped out or promoted out of the bottom 10. So Santa Cruz is no longer on this list, but Sonoma, Solano, and Mendocino have all promoted out of this bottom 10. But now in the bottom 10, we want to start off with Mariposa. If you remember from the video where we looked at the top 10 appreciating home or counties from last month with that data set, Mariposa was number 1. In 1 month, it went from the strongest market at over 12% growth year over year to the bottom 10 market with a 5% price drop. What this means essentially is, like, if you look at Mariposa's data sets, they only have 16 homes right now that are being sold per month in this 3-month period. Not a lot of data, so you'll have some peaks and valleys that come a little bit more potently, but it's a pretty big drop. So a 5% drop. One of the other things that this would suggest is that the price increase that you saw over the previous 3 months probably got a little bit too pricey. Buyers started pulling out of the market. So what you see is available homes stayed right about even, but actual home sales dropped a little bit and the prices dropped as a result as well. That is right in the heart of California, Mariposa going from number 1 fastest growing to a bottom 10 market in the period of 1 month. Number 9, you'll remember this from last month, Humboldt up in the Northwest. Almost an exact same price drop month over month. This is a beautiful, normal, logical data set here. What we typically see in the supply and demand market, like real estate, is prices drop when supply increases. And then what typically when prices drop, you see home sales, in this case, start to increase as well. So this is what we typically see, a 5.5% drop. So $24,000 in the median sale price, largely due in part to, 80 more homes on average that are available month over month. And then with that price drop, you're seeing the price or the actual home sales go up a little bit more. So 14 additional homes per month in that 3-month data set. So Humboldt, the prices keep dropping a little bit because inventory is climbing. And what we're seeing is buyers starting to say yes to those prices and starting to move more available units. This, I think, would be healthy for a lot of markets within California. Now we want to move on to number 8. Marin County is not in a free fall, but this is 2 months in a row that they have been on this list. So in this 3-month period, they started off a little bit over 1.4 million, but last month with that data set, they were up at 1.475. So while this month over month drop is only 5.62%, combine those two together and it's about a 10% drop from 1.475 million to 1.33, which means in a 2-month period, it's lost $142,000 in the median sale price. Marin is falling and falling fast. So inventory continues to climb and the amount of homes sold is staying right about even, but the prices still high, 1.33 million median sale price, but falling in Marin County. So move on to number 7 with Alameda. This is still the biggest market on this list with 2,700 available homes on average month per month right now. The median price is dropping to 5.71% to just a shade over $1 million now. And then what we're seeing is the amount of homes is actually decreasing. It's a little bit irregular. As you see prices fall, you tend to see home sales increase. But the available homes, the inventory level is staying pretty constant, up 3%, home sales down about 4%. What this would tell me is that Alameda is finally starting to reach a pretty good equilibrium point right now. And I would expect median price to drop again about the same level next month. While those two numbers on the bottom with the available inventory and homes that are being sold probably stay about where they are right now as well. Number 6, Calaveras. This is again just not the type of market you want to be in if you are a professional within the California housing industry. Prices are dropping, inventory is dropping, and the home sold is basically the same, but dropping a little as well. So this is just a tough market to be in. It's right next to Tuolumne and Mariposa, which you'll see both of those two on this list. But prices dropping, inventory dropping, and home sales down just a shade. But Calaveras is one of the tougher markets in all of California as of this month. Next up is San Benito. So in the Central Coast area, a 6.5% drop year over year is pretty big. The inventory is also a big drop of almost 10%, and the amount of homes that are being sold, 5.69%. This is like a worst case scenario. If you are in the area as a California housing professional, where you have prices dropping, inventory dropping, and activity dropping, that's a trifecta of doom. But San Benito has been a similar market 2 months in a row. Last month, we asked if anybody is living or working in that area. Please let us know what you feel like is happening in that market. I haven't seen any explanations yet, so I'm going to ask again if you are in the San Benito area or working in the San Benito area. Please let me know. Why is this market in such bad condition 2 months in a row? Let's move on to number 4. So Tuolumne, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, prices dropped 8.22% in this 3-month period. The available homes, so the inventory is shrinking a little bit as well, and the home sales are going up. So 2 of those 3 numbers are pretty common, where your prices go down, your sales go up, and you're seeing inventory go down as well. So not sure exactly why there's a median price decrease and an inventory decrease simultaneously. Those 2 numbers usually work as a sort of inverse relationship. But those ones are moving together this time, but you do see the price dropping and home sales going up, which is about what you would expect with those 2 numbers. Now we get to our bottom 3. Lake is almost a 9% drop, and look at that price. There are homes in California with a median price of $325,000. This is a pretty big market. So on average, the inventory is between 500 to 600 homes available, and about 60, 65 homes that are being sold in a given month. So really cool. I don't know much about Lake County myself, but I want to check it out. So let's move on to number 2 with Glenn County. We are in our first double-digit drop, so almost 11%. Again, right next door to Lake, down at $331 is the new median price. Look at those available homes. That is kind of a shocking increase month over month, going up 45% in an inventory in a 1-month period year over year. Is crazy. So going from an average of 55 homes available per month to an average of 80 homes available per month is insane. So naturally, you're seeing the homes sold tick up a little bit because there's a lot more inventory. I would expect those homes sold numbers to start to increase quite a bit as well. But as inventory keeps climbing, that'll push prices down. It's what you want to see if you are looking to buy in the Glen area. And if you're a housing professional in the Glen area as well, this is good. Like most of us we have more opportunities to make more money when inventory is moving. And so what we're seeing is prices fall, home activity and sales go up. It's a good thing all the way around. It's very healthy for the state of California. And number 1, 2 data sets in a row, Lassen County, this time at 11.5% median price drop. Now it's down to $226 for that median sales price. It's incredible. Inventory continues to inch up, this one time at a 2.39% increase. Homes sold starting to go up about 21% this year-over-year period. Lassen County holding the number 1 spot in the bottom 10 for 2 months in a row. I want to do a little bit of a recap on what this bottom 10 looks like overall. What do you notice? You might notice that everything is from Central California north. There is absolutely nothing in Southern California that is dropping on this list. Southern California is still remaining to be very tight. It is very competitive. Prices in most counties down here are still increasing, whereas in Central and Northern California, they're dropping. This is a cool little graphic to be able to see the bottom 10, where they exist. We have a lot of the central California and also the coast. So I hope that is helpful to see where the prices are dropping the fastest. And as always, I'm going to take a look at what this looks like on a statewide level as well. So median price on the last 12-month period is going up most months. But again, typically what you're going to see in a year-over-year period is average appreciation between 3 to 5%. We were above that about 6 months ago with year-over-year appreciation between 4 to 5.61%. And it has slowed down considerably. We are not crashing. We are not booming. It is much more moderate, slow growth at this point with about a plus 1%. As you see, the available homes, that category in the middle, those inventory spikes were huge for a while. So 25 to 31% more inventory in a year-over-year period. Those numbers are massive. As you can see, though, in the middle column, it has slowed down considerably as well. So the pace at which inventory is being added to the market is slowing down. There is a reason for that. We're not going to get into this one in this video, but if inventory continues to climb, prices will come down. Right now, we're seeing the higher inventory levels push prices down to a small appreciation, but not pushing them statewide negative quite yet. But this is having a little bit of a positive impact in that third column, which is homes. You will see this in almost any market anywhere, that as prices come down or as they start to not climb so quickly, activity tends to increase. So a supply and demand market like this, that's exactly what we're seeing. So that brings it to the end of this video today. If you have questions, please leave a comment below. If you're from San Benito, please, I'd love to hear from one of you guys. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Please like, comment, subscribe. And just thanks for supporting what we're doing here. See y'all in the next one.